Hey, how's it going? So, video number three. And I guess if you've watched the first two, you haven't gotten sick of me yet. So, as I promised, I'm going to talk about a little something I touched on in the last video, which is the fact that I've got cystic fibrosis. And the reason this came up in doing these videos was after I did my first video, I started revealed it, that I had cystic fibrosis, and within, I'd say maybe 10, 15 minutes of the video going up, one of my friends messaged me on Facebook and said, "Man, Jesus, I never knew you had cystic fibrosis. What gives? How come you never said it?" And basically, he's one of the guys that works on with Celtic Badger Media, and you know who you are. So basically, I have serious trust issues, right? I trust people like no, in general, I trust people, but with cystic fibrosis, I've always tried to hide it for reasons which I'm going to try and elaborate a little bit on now. So, when I was growing up, when I was in my teens, early 20s, etc., I was a prisoner of my own brain to an extent, in that I was very worried about what everybody thought about me, and I was very insecure. So as soon as I met someone new, I wasn't going to say, "Oh, by the way, I'm not that cool of a guy, but I also have cystic fibrosis." Now, looking back, now I know how retarded I was. Um, it's stupid. People don't judge a book by its cover or by its whatever. People judge you by who you are. Well, good people will anyway. So I've always hidden it to an extent, to friends, girlfriends, the whole lot. Even no family all know my situation, etc. And even with work and stuff, I always found it hard approaching certain people that I worked with in the past, looking for time off for appointments and this, that, and the other. And that's not a problem anymore, because the people I work with now are fantastic to work with, and they know the crack, like, so. There's no problem there. But yeah. So when I was working with Celtic Badger Media, two people in that group, as far as I know anyway, that I told, know about my situation, and they'd be two of my closest friends, and they know about my situation and what the story is. And so when I kind of revealed it the other night, I had a message, the message, as I was saying, from one of the other lads, and he didn't ask me why I never told anyone, but basically I'm just going to go through a little bit of the reasons why I hid it in this little short video. So, do you know, when I started acting about maybe 5 years ago now, 4 years ago probably, I went into an acting class with Nigel Mercier there in the Limerick School of Acting. And before I'd entered that class, I was very much a shy, introverted kind of person. I was kind of afraid about what everyone thought about me and this, that, and the other thing. And I credit that class with me finding myself, because as soon as you go in there, you're sat at a desk with four random people, and you're handed a scene, and you're like, "Okay, be that guy. You be that guy. You be that guy. And let's see how it goes." So the first class I went in there, I was like, "Oh my God," in my head now, not outwards, because I'd always try and put up a false facade or whatever. But in my head, I was like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, where's the hole to swallow me? Where's the hole to swallow me?" Right down to the exercises he had us doing at the start, which was making ba ba ka ta, these kind of sounds, and they sound silly. Which in my head, I was like, "I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here." But that was my own insecurities speaking. And as soon as like I said in the other thing, got over myself, I learned to loosen up and not worry about what guy over here is thinking or girl over there is thinking. And eventually that confidence evolved into a total state of not giving a fuck about what people think anymore, because what's the point? Why get upset over some randomer thinking, "Oh, I don't like that guy"? That's his problem, not mine. But coming back to the cystic fibrosis, it was still one thing that I always kind of hid, and as the years have gone by, the last couple of years in particular, my stance has softened immensely on that. And I think, look, if I say to someone I've got CF, and they say, well, fuck you, I'm out of here, well, best of luck to you, because I don't need you in my life. So I think another reason as well why I hid it, and this was the main reason when I was younger, is I always wanted to be looked at as normal and treated as normal. You know, not in the sense that, he's a freak, he's got cystic fibrosis, oh my god, get away. Not that kind of way, but I don't know, it's hard to explain in a 10-minute video, but I'm gonna try it. But like, let me think now. See, like, when you say, oh, I've got cystic fibrosis, people are all of a sudden, in my estimation, I'm probably wrong. Some people go, oh, you poor misfortune, poor you, and treat you differently. But as I've gotten older, I realised that's not the case, and people who matter will treat you properly, regardless of what's wrong with you or who you are, unless you're going out murdering people or something like that. I'm sure raping and murdering people are controversial. But yeah. Yeah, so cystic fibrosis for me now is not, I didn't want to have it as a crutch. You know, I always wanted to be treated as Brian O'Regan, the guy. Not Brian O'Regan, the guy with cystic fibrosis. But in saying that, like, it has, like, if you want a quick rundown of what my day with cystic fibrosis is about, I wake up in the morning, if I've work, not work, etc., I take a bunch of tablets. I get up, have my breakfast, take a bunch of tablets, well, not a bunch, but 2 or 3 tablets with anything I eat. I take tablets with, basically. Because part of the cystic fibrosis is your digestive system is up its ass, for lack of a better term. And as you see from me, every so often clearing my throat, that's because there's constantly phlegm and shit back there, so I have to clear that constantly. Bit of breathlessness, especially when doing exercises and stuff. But that's why I was mentioning I have to go back doing soccer, because I'm notoriously a lazy cunt. I don't know if that's to do with the cystic fibrosis or I'm just a plain lazy cunt, which is probably the truth. I find it very hard to get motivated and get up and do basic things like running and walking. Like, someone would say, oh, would you not walk to the shop? No, I'll fucking drive there because I'm lazy. But yeah, so in short, I've hid it for so long, like, but I think revealing it in the videos, and this video in particular, is the best way to do it, because people who don't know me, I've even had someone come up to me in work who I don't even know, talk to me, so it's funny. So I just wanted to give you a little heads up on CF, and I will, if you like, I will go into earlier parts of my life, because to wrap it up, I'm quite comfortable with it now. I go to doctor's appointments 3 or 4 months a year. I go to Dublin twice a year, just for checkups and stuff as well. And outside of the tablets and the odd chest infection in the winter, it's fairly stable. I'm fairly comfortable with it. So it doesn't really, it affects me. I'm not going to lie. It affects me. If someone is given 110%, I'll have to give 120. That's kind of the best way to describe it. So yeah, so if someone's phoning it in, they give 70%. If I'm phoning it in, I still have to give 100%. So that's it, like. But yeah, so if you have any questions or you want to know more about my situation and what I went through in the past, because as I said, it's comfortable now. I had a lot rockier road in my early years, when I was, we'd say, 0 to 12 was my rockiest years, and I had a procedure then, and that changed my life. And I'll go into that in another time, because, and also, I'm not going to talk about cystic fibrosis in every video. If you wanted me to talk about that procedure, which some of you know about, I'll talk about it this time next week in another CF video. But tomorrow, I'm going to be doing my soccer podcast. So before that, I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes on how my podcast works and how I prepare for it, and that's it basically. So you know what to do. Give me a like the Facebook page as well, because I'll be posting the videos there all the time. Even if you're not on YouTube, you can go on to the Facebook page. Not another shitty vlog. You'll find it pretty easy because my ugly face is on it. And go on YouTube and subscribe if you haven't already. And show it your friends, because I'm going to be sending this to CF Ireland and see what they think of it. Because they put out videos and they're pretty pedestrian, you know. That whole deep breaths campaign is great, but I'll be honest, it pisses me off seeing it in the cinema. Because you're going in to watch a film and you're hearing this. And that's not me. It might be for some people. But anyway, I've gone too long. I'm already on 11 minutes. So go on, like, subscribe. Love, hate, good luck, and thanks. Bye.